Have you ever wondered what dark secrets lie hidden in the world's most abandoned places? Or why some locations are completely off-limits to the public? Some places are abandoned for a reason, and trust me, you do not want to explore them. In this video, we're counting down the 10 most terrifying abandoned places no human should ever explore. From ghostly villages to haunted islands, these places hold eerie histories and unsettling pasts. Stick around until the end because number 1 will send chills down your spine. 10. The Island of Dolls, Mexico. Deep in the canals of Xochimilco near Mexico City, there exists a place straight out of a horror movie, the Island of Dolls. Despite its status as a World Heritage Site, this eerie island is known for something much darker. The story begins with a man named Julian Santana Barrera, who found the body of a drowned girl near his island home. Shortly after, he started finding dolls floating in the water and hanging them around the island, believing they would protect him from evil spirits. Over time, the island became littered with decaying dolls, many of them missing limbs, covered in cobwebs, and possessing hollow, lifeless eyes. Some visitors claim the dolls move on their own, whisper at night, or shift their heads as if watching those who dare to visit. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, this island is definitely not for the faint of heart. 9. Kolmanskop, Namibia. Once a thriving diamond mining town, Kolmanskop in Namibia is now a lifeless ghost town, slowly being swallowed by the desert. In its prime during the early 1900s, however, when richer diamond deposits were discovered elsewhere, the people abandoned it overnight. Today, it's a haunting landscape of crumbling buildings, half buried in sand. The wind howls through shattered windows, and shifting dunes make it nearly impossible to navigate safely. Tourists have reported a deep sense of unease, as if the spirits of the past miners still wander the empty streets. 8. St. George's Church, Czech Republic. Built in 1352, St. George's Church in the Czech Republic was once a place of worship. However, after a roof collapsed during a funeral service in 1968, locals became convinced the church was haunted and refused to step foot inside again. But here's where it gets creepier. In 2012, an artist decided to transform the abandoned church into an art installation by placing 30 eerie ghost sculptures inside the pews. These lifeless, hooded figures appear to be praying in complete silence, forever frozen in time. The atmosphere inside is so unsettling that many visitors refuse to stay for more than a few minutes. 7. Marco Island, Dome Homes, Florida. Resembling abandoned alien structures, the Marco Island dome homes were originally built in 1981 as an eco-friendly retreat. Unfortunately, Florida's rising sea levels and hurricanes forced the wealthy oil tycoon who built them to leave. Now, these dome-shaped ruins sit half-submerged in water, looking like the remnants of some post-apocalyptic world. Some believe they were part of secret government projects, while others claim they were cursed from the start. Either way, nature is reclaiming them, and they won't be around for much longer. 6th. Buzluja Monument, Bulgaria. If you ever wanted to see an abandoned UFO, the Buzluja Monument in Bulgaria is as close as it gets. Built at the end of the Cold War, this futuristic building was meant to be the headquarters for the Bulgarian Communist Party. However, after communism collapsed, the building was abandoned and sealed off. Inside, there are still massive murals of Marx and Lenin, and a giant red star watches over the decaying structure. Although it looks like something from another planet, exploring it is illegal and extremely dangerous due to its deteriorating structure. 5. Belitz, Heilstätten, Hospital, Germany. This place isn't just an abandoned hospital, it's a historical nightmare. Belitz Heilstätten Hospital was originally built to treat tuberculosis patients, but during World War I and II, it became a hospital for wounded soldiers, including one very infamous dictator. Later, it was taken over by the Soviets, and after they left, the building was left to decay. Today, the hallways are filled with broken surgical tools, rusted hospital beds, and dark shadows lurking in the corners. Some say the spirits of the past patients never left. 4. Power Plant Eem, Belgium. One of the most haunting industrial ruins in the world, Power Plant Eem was once a massive coal-burning facility. At its peak, It cooled 480,000 gallons of water per minute, but it also produced a shocking 10% of Belgium's carbon dioxide emissions. After Greenpeace successfully lobbied for its closure, the plant was left to rot. The towering structures now stand as eerie skeletons of an industrial past, and entering them is both illegal and life-threatening due to toxic remnants and crumbling structures. Over the years, nature has slowly begun reclaiming the site, with vines and moss creeping over rusted metal beams. Urban explorers who have dared to sneak in report an eerie silence, broken only by the distant echoes of dripping water and shifting debris. The once thriving hub of energy now serves as a chilling reminder of mankind's environmental impact and the consequences of unchecked industrial expansion. 3. Kennecott, Alaska. Once a booming copper mining town, Kennecott, Alaska, made $200 million between 1911 and 1938. It had its own hospital, tennis court, skating rink, and even a dairy. However, when the copper supply ran out, everyone left, and the town was frozen in time. Today, most of the buildings are barely standing, and decades of harsh weather have turned it into a haunting ghost town. The U.S. National Park Service now owns it, but only a few dare to visit its crumbling remains. The rusting machinery, decaying wooden structures, and the eerie silence paint a picture of an era long gone. Many believe the spirits of former miners still linger, making it an unsettling place for explorers. With each passing year, nature continues to reclaim Kennecott, slowly erasing the last remnants of its once thriving past. 2. Regency, Bell Tower, Italy. This 14th century bell tower sticks out of the icy waters of Lake Regency like something from a fantasy film. But the truth behind it is heartbreaking. A village once stood here, but in 1950, the government flooded it to create a dam, leaving only the church tower visible above the water. Locals say that on quiet nights, you can still hear the bells ringing, even though they were removed years ago. 1. Nicosia International Airport, Cyprus. Abandoned since 1974, this airport was once a busy travel hub, but after the Turkish invasion of Cyprus, it was completely deserted. Now, time has stood still. Dust-covered check-in counters, rusting airplanes, and empty terminals make it look like a scene from an apocalyptic movie. Everything inside remains untouched, frozen in time for nearly 50 years. And there you have it, the 10 most terrifying abandoned places no human should ever explore. Would you dare visit any of these eerie locations? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more spine-chilling content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.